Now everyone has been raving about this new Natasha Denona Hy-Glam foundation. Today I'm trying it for the very first time. Hello beautiful people, this is Anne, Fabulous Life 101. On my channel I cover makeup and skincare, occasionally fashion, travel, health and wellness. Basically things that make you look and feel your most fabulous at any age. Well, I finally got my hands on this. This is Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Foundation Hydrating and Blurring Longwear Radiant Serum Foundation. It contains jasmine mother cells, white tea silver needle, which is supposed to blur imperfections, and grape pomace. So it has a lot of natural, healthy ingredients. Of course, it's Natasha Denona, never tested on animals, something I really like. Had to give it a try. All of the influencers on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram are raving about this. The shade I got after trying about 6 or 7 was in 4. It seemed to match my skin the best. Anyway, today is my very first time using it. I'm going to let you know how it goes. So today is my first time using the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Foundation. After testing a bunch of shades, I chose N4. And this is supposed to be Hydrating and Blurring Longwear Radiant Serum Foundation. Shake before using. So many people I've seen on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube have absolutely loved this. I've heard it called the Holy Grail. So I think it's time to give it a try. It's first time using, so it'll probably take a bit to pump it out. Here it comes. And it's sort of a medium thickness. The color does seem to be good to me. Again, I tested about 6 shades. Okay, I'm going to just use this brush, precision foundation brush from Ulta. And just start sort of tapping it in. Start with the forehead. By the way, I've already prepped and primed my face. Moisturizers. I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Again, I just only need a little bit of foundation, but I'm liking the way it feels on my skin. Okay, liking it so far. Now off camera, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills on my brows, and now I'm going back to Natasha Denona for my concealer. And this, again, has been one of my favorite concealers for a while. This is also the shade N4. Just little dots. And then I'm using this Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush from BK Beauty to blend it all in. And let's add a little under the brow as well. Just a tiny bit goes a long way. So now I'm using the Natasha Denona Hypernatural Face Palette. And I've had this for a while, but it's sort of a all-in-one. So let's start with just going to sweep across the bronze in here and touch up with a little bronzer. And just take a little fluffy brush and get a little more of an all-over bronze. And now this is the blush. Again, it's like 2 shades in here. I'm going to kind of mix them together. And get up the cheeks. And this also has the eyeshadows. So I'm going to just start with this shade Soft, and just sort of tap over the eyelid with that. And now I'm going to use the shade, I guess I'll use the one Statement here to do some lining. And I'm going to take a little bit of Everyday, this sort of slightly darker shade, and just go in the corner in the crease with that. And I think my final step is just going to take the Shimmer Dreamy and touch up on top of everything. The palette. Okay, I finished up with Charlotte Tilbury on my lashes and lips. Now I'm just going to add one more touch, a little bit of this very inexpensive setting powder from Wet n Wild. It's actually a light pink shade, but it does a perfect job for the under eyes, as well as just for blotting any area and setting a foundation. And so far I'm liking this foundation a lot. It is a nice skin-like texture. It seems to be blurring. It's medium to full coverage. It feels really good on my skin. Lets the skin breathe. So I think the question is, how does it hold up in the long run? Does it seem to be good for my skin in the long run? And I'm going to be touching back and updating on that. Okay, it's been about 8 hours since I applied this foundation. Actually, this is my second day of wearing it. Yesterday was a really, really busy day. I didn't get home till about 7. Then I ate dinner. Then I finally thought about I need to do an update on this foundation. When I thought about it, I was laying in the bathtub, had already removed my makeup. So anyway, I put on the same makeup today, same sequence, and decided to just follow up. Today it's been about 8 hours, and overall it has very little fading, no real settling into lines. I do notice the lines under my eyes are like slightly more visible than they were this morning, but no caking, no settling. Overall, the foundation still looks very clean, very natural, and very fresh. So yeah, I do think this is going to be among my favorite foundations. Natasha Denona already makes some of my favorite eyeshadows and palettes and things. So yeah, this is definitely a thumbs up. So thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.